Today we will be taking a look at the company View, ticker symbol VIEW. So View is a smart window manufacturing company. They deal in the smart home market, and their main customer base is commercial, like, for example, airports. I first found this company when they were a SPAC, and I had been keeping an eye on them because I really liked their vision that they presented. It was like, wow, the future of windows. Soon every home will have a smart window in all their windows. And I was smitten by that idea. And due to this, I ignored some of its warning signs. It had a little bit of regulatory troubles already, I think. And I was concerned if the technology had any issues because or whether that technology was ready for market, because clearly I had not seen any smart windows anywhere. But regardless, I was again smitten by their vision, and I bought in when it was still a SPAC at around a little under NAV, a little under the $10 SPAC NAV, and rode it up to around $10.50, somewhere around there, and I sold out. Of course, it did continue to go up, but I was not a part of that. And after it dropped, I bought some, and then it continued to drop. So the reason I really like the company is because of the vision, yes, but I also found that there were a couple large institutions that held View. There was also a large contract with, I think it was Singapore, that was slated for production. And now I don't quite remember what happened to the contract. But anyways, the reason I got cold feet, even though I like the company so much, is because I had a friend that kept trying to dissuade me from investing in the company. So after being convinced, I finally decided to do some research. And it turns out, at the time, they were going into their second generation window, smart window, even though their first generation smart window still had issues. Their company is also right now is worth $1 billion. But the smart window market was only worth like a little over $500 million, with a total market of like $3 billion in 2025. And then View, the company, was saying, oh, but in like I'm trying to recall these year-old memories. In 2030, the market would be over 100 billion. And the idea was to get these smart windows into all the other commercial real estates, which sounds good, but here's the problem. After I invested in the company and after I started doing some more digging, I found that their technology was not moving fast enough. There are other companies that are making windows that have a specific purpose. It's not like theirs, which can block the sun, become like a display screen while still being clear, but rather, while still being a window, but rather they have the electronic dimming windows where they use electricity to black out the windows. They also have invisible solar windows. The windows have solar panels, clear solar panels embedded inside of it to provide power to the building. And also, of course, there are tinted windows. So the use case for these smart windows was starting to crumble before my eyes. I'm sure the super large commercial buildings could still use these, such as, again, airports and stadiums. But to say that that justifies such an outrageous evaluation with a technology that is not yet ready for market is a little concerning. Coupled with that is the recent regulatory issues that they've run into. And the hubbub is all about how they haven't filed their earnings report. And they may not file it even after the deadline extension. And that is why the stock has been dropping recently. Now, I don't know enough about it to say one way or the other. I don't think they will be delisted, but in either case, I can't see the long-term outlook for this company. I think their technology is not moving fast enough. It has too many problems. It doesn't have a strong enough use case. And they're hemorrhaging cash. I have like $200 still invested. And I don't know whether I want to take the loss and sell it, or wait for a bounce. Because I've lost faith in the company. Think of it this way. What is the best case scenario for the company? The best case scenario for the company is for them to perfect their technology and bring the price down low enough so that it becomes a viable option for all commercial and residential real estate. And that's only for new residential and commercial real estate, because the old ones would have to be completely reconfigured and the windows torn out to accommodate these. So then what is the market for new commercial real estate windows? Right? It's hard to imagine that everything will go right and that they are able to capture like 90 or more % of this commercial window market. It's very difficult. Now, another reason I was drawn into it was because of how much institutions owned it, how much of it institutions owned. But that doesn't mean institutions are right. I've really drawn this one out because I really like this, and it's hard to admit that I was wrong. But I wish them the best of luck. I hope they do not delist and they are able to hit all their milestones and improve the technology. I think it would be cool to see smart windows, but yeah, I don't think I'll stay in the stock.